Good morning, guys. Hello, welcome back to our channel, Natural State Rebels. I'm Susan.
I'm Shane.
And we are out today exploring Utah again, and we have come to one of the best kept secrets in Utah, a sandy beach. Who knew there was a sandy beach in Utah? And there's camping here, and it's just, you couldn't find a prettier place. So we're gonna show you around. So this is Swasey's beach. I don't know a lot of history about it. It is a public property, BLM land. And so you can come down here, and there is camping down here. I'll show you some of that in a little bit. But this is so relaxing. Now I know in the summertime and other warmer months, it's going to be a lot busier down here. But we're down here about a week before Christmas. In December, and there's no one else down here. It's really nice, so relaxing. So anyway, historically, I don't know a lot about why it's called Swasey's Beach. I do know that there was some family named Swasey. I think that they had a lot to do in this county, in this area. Like, that maybe some of the first ones to come and live here. That may be why it's called that. I'm not exactly sure. If you know anything about that, let me know. Put it in the comments. Let us know about it. I do know that you can, this is the Green River, and you can float on the river. There's different places you can put in and float this river. I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you just look for a little bit. It is so pretty. It gets really cold here at night. It's been in the teens at night. It's nice in the day so far, mid 40s, low 50s, but at night it gets really cold. You can see some of the frost, some of the ice still down here on the sides of the river. We're gonna walk up here and show you some of the camping area. There's a little picnic table here. I don't think this particular spot is actually a camping spot, but there is a picnic table. This would be a great place to bring a picnic lunch and just sit here and just look at this view. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. But let's go take a look at the camping. We parked here at the day use area, which is just the use of the beach and the picnic table. And then they have Shane. They have restrooms here. They have no showers, but they do have restrooms. And then over here they have a dumpster where you can at least throw your trash away, so that's good. So this is just where we were over here parking. And over there is parking for day use area. And then we're going to go over here and show you the camping area. So there is a lot of wildlife that comes down here. This is the Green River. So this is a huge water source for a lot of animals. And as you're gonna see here in a little bit, we actually saw what they call a desert bighorn sheep. We'll show that to you. But there's also evidence, not only of the footprints all around the beach down there, but there's evidence of other critters too. I don't know what kind of wildlife made that, but there's big piles of poo down here from everywhere. So you got to be careful about that. So we're coming upon the camping area. This is where you park. You can park out here for the camping. There's a, over there, I don't think you can see it, but right over there is a dumpster, another dumpster. And then there's another bathhouse right over there. We'll go over here and show you some of the information. I think it actually has pricing and everything for the camping. So here's the campground. And surprisingly enough, this is bear country. So you gotta keep that in mind, black bears anyway, you gotta keep that in mind if you want to stay here. But it's $15 a night. And then I think there's 12 campsites. Oh yeah, here we are. There's 12 campsites. This is where we are right here. And then there's a group site as well. So you can see the layout here. All right. And I don't know there's any, I don't know where you get the, says you gotta get a envelope, but I don't see, are there any envelopes in there?
No.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe it's free right now. I don't know if you want to come camp this time of year.
I'm sure they don't care. Nobody's down here. I mean,
yeah.
But it's not, I don't think it's super crowded other times of the year.
I'll say you could just throw your money in there, but you don't want to do that because it's unlocked. Yeah, so I don't know about that. I guess.
Personally, I'm not leaving money in there without.
No, I wouldn't either.
Somebody just take it out. There's no lock or anything.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what you do about that. But anyway, let's go take a look at the campground.
So here shortly, we're going to try to go up to Nefertiti, and we're down here, and it looks like there's a stone cabin along the way, so that'll be cool. It's about 8.5 miles
from where we are here.
From where we are down here. So we're going to travel along the river up here and try to check out this Nefertiti. I think the road could be a little bit rough. We don't have a four-wheel drive, but I've heard online that you can still make it with a car. You just got to go slow.
So we're going to try.
We're going to try.
We're going to try because I really want to go see it. Because there's some petroglyphs down there at the end of Nefertiti Rock, so I'm interested. We're going to go. Hopefully we'll get to take you down there too. So over here in the camping area, here's the restroom. Like I said, there are restrooms. There are no showers, so you're on your own for that. I guess you can just go wash in the Green River. But this is so nice. Do what?
People say online that in summer it gets kind of hot out here, but as you can see, these giant old dogwood trees, they create a lot of shade along here. So it's a really nice place to come when it's hot.
Oh, I imagine to go dip in the Green River. So you've got, these are nice big thick picnic tables. Is that wood? No, it looks like wood, but that's not wood. That's concrete, I think. Made to look like wood. But then you have your little fire pit, your fire ring, a grill. Like Shane said, lots of shaded areas. Got a really cool tree here. Wow, look at that. That is crazy. And what's crazy to me is they still have leaves on them. This is almost, well, it's close to January.
It's almost Christmas.
Yeah, it's a week till Christmas, and they still have leaves on them, but that is, look at that. That is crazy.
I don't know how old these things are, but I'm pretty sure they're old if they're that big.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But look at your view, and I'm sure you can hear that water rushing on camera. Man, that would be nice to sleep next to. What about cell phone coverage, Shane? What do we got?
I got one tiny little bar on Verizon.
Okay.
But if you have a booster, because town is about what do you say, 12 miles?
Yeah, it's about 12 miles from here.
About 12 miles away. So we're in a start of a valley of a, I don't know what you don't call these valleys, but canyon.
Canyon, yeah.
So we're surrounded by huge towers of rock, so that blocks some of the signal. But town is that way, and I still got one bar Verizon. But with a booster, you probably could do pretty good.
Yeah, with our booster, I bet we could get at least 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like he said, you see all the, you can see all the big, huge cliffs of rocks all around us. So
those are probably, I don't know how tall it is. I would guess probably about 1,000 feet tall or more.
Well, we're at what, 4,000 elevation where we are, right?
Yeah, we're already at 4,070 something feet elevation. But these rocks there, from here, I think it's at least another 1,000 feet up. I mean, that's a huge, huge towering rock.
Yeah, that's huge.
And this one over here is giant. This one out by itself.
So now let's talk about this. We can, this is not just for tent camping. If you have a travel trailer, actually,
Class A.
I would even bring my Class A down here. Our Class A is 38 feet. And the road to get here is you could get here on the road. And this spot right here, what number is this? I don't even know, but
this spot right here would definitely hold a Class A.
yeah, this would, or a travel trailer, or a fifth wheel.
It's back here. We got the water right here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to take this spot right here, there's your, somebody left their walking stick, there's your fire pit and grill and your picnic table. And then look at this right here in the back. Man, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Direct access to the beach from right here from your own camping spot. That's really nice. And in the summer, like, it's going to be really shaded and it'll be really nice.
This right here is site number 8.
Site number 8. Okay.
And I think the one right next to it will also hold a bigger RV.
Okay, so there are a few sites here that are too small for a bigger rig, but you know, if you're, like I said, if you're in a pickup camper, or you've got a, what do they call those tents on the top of your Jeep or something, or if you decide to go to tent camping, just keep in mind though, if you're gonna go tent camping here in the summertime, it gets hot. Hot.
It won't be that hot out here though with all the shade, but we haven't been here in the summer, so we don't really know, but people say it gets hot, but it may not be that bad.
100+ degrees.
Well, 90, 95.
It can get at 100+ degrees.
Yeah, but no humidity, or very, very low. It could, in shade, you'll be okay. But that one right there, that site right there, that's
Site
good
7?
for a little small back-end travel trailer. Site 7, but I would not obviously pull a Class A in there because it's too.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Limbs are too low.
Yeah, you got to look for the limbs.
And that one's too small for most things. Maybe a small travel trailer.
A good travel trailer would fit in that one, but yeah. So the site 8 is good for our Class A would fit in there, or a bigger rig. And then this site would be good too because there's no tall limbs blocking the.
Right next to the water.
Yeah, right next to the water. What is that site? 10.
10.
So 10 and 8 are good size for bigger rigs if you needed to come down here.
Site 11, I don't know what this is. Looks like a pull around, like a pull through almost.
Site 11 looks like a pull through. We'll see. Oh, this one's kind of private back here. Oh, this would be nice.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't loop back out to the road.
No, it doesn't loop. So this would be a good spot. This is a nice big spot for a bigger rig here.
Oh yeah, you can get the big rig and a tow vehicle and everything in this one.
Yeah. This would be a good spot for a big rig. It's not you don't drive through, so it'll be kind of private over here by yourself. Actually, this was site 11, so this would be nice.
And who wouldn't want to camp right here? Look at this.
I know. Look at that. To hear that at night, oh my gosh, how awesome would that be? This part of the beach down here is not quite as, there is sand, but a lot of bigger boulders down here, so you just have to be careful. I'm not very coordinated when it comes to walking on, I can't even talk, walking on boulders and trying to film. I'm not too coordinated in that area. I'll give you the camera.
I'll take it so she don't crash and burn.
Yeah, exactly. So just to let you know, you're supposed to stay on existing roads and trails. They don't want you off-roading and anything. ATVs, motorcycles, regular vehicles, or anything down here.
It doesn't say no e-bikes though. But they'd probably get you for being on the motorized motorcycle vehicle, a two-wheel thing. But it would be cool to hike up into some of these. I mean, you could hike all you want, so you could walk up to, you know, to your heart's content. But you're probably going to see some big mountain, some rams or bighorn sheep, whatever you want to call them. Ram, by the way, is a male. Bighorn sheep. And
I guess the female's called a ewe.
E-W-E.
E-W-E, a ewe.
We
like
think.
like a sheep, like sheep.
We think that's what it's called.
It was so funny. What was that show we watched years ago? There was some show that we watched years ago. It was like people would go on the street and ask people trivia questions, and this one
they asked what that word was. They had an E-W-E written on a piece of paper.
On a piece of paper, and they showed it to some young girl. And they asked her, "What is this word?" And
she stopped. She was like,
her reaction was priceless. We talk about that. That was like 20 plus years ago. We talk about that still today.
She said, what did she say? Ew.
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 Ew-wee.
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 She didn't know that was you, like a sheep, like a female sheep.
Ew. She's like, yeah, she's really trying to make it work too. Ew-wee. Ew. Ew-wee. Ew-wee. Yeah, it was so funny.
We laughed so hard. That was so fun. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but it was just something to throw out there.
Looks like just up the road, just past the campground, there's a BLM. This is all BLM land, so if there's a spot where somebody's already camped, you could also camp. So this is a spot right here. It's a loop around, and the campground is right over there. So there's another spot right up here too. So there's two spots that we've seen so far that would be free to camp. And you're still close enough to use the other facilities, and the river's right over there.
We're on our way to the stone cabin, and then past that is Nefertiti Rock. And this is, so far the road is fine. Now I would say that after a big rain, I would definitely only come down here in four-wheel drive, because there are a few ruts, but yeah, you can tell that it gets pretty muddy. But for right now, there's not been any rain here in a long time, and so I think we'll be okay. We're gonna see if we're gonna, you know, how it's gonna be, but we'll keep you updated. So we're a little further down the road, and we've come upon the stone cabin down here. This road so far has been okay, but we're gonna go check out this little cabin over here and see what it's all about. It just says stone cabin.
Unless they have a parking spot for it.
Yeah, they do have some parking for it. And so we're standing right in front of this cabin, and look at the view that you would have if you lived here. Oh my goodness. And you can still hear the river. Of course, the river's right over here behind. Right over here behind the cabin, but here we go. So there's gravel on the roof. So obviously they would have just used material that they had here to build this. Oh wow.
Hope there's no bears or mountain lions in there.
Hello. Oh wow, it's really cool in here. Temperature drop for sure. Well, they have a big, like a fire pit.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
why.
weird. Why would you have a fire pit in the middle of your...
Well, that's dumb because there's no chimney.
Yeah, there's no way for the smoke to... I don't know about that, but... Look at this out the window. Wow. And you can even see the river back over there. And of course, you got your...
You got people writing
people
on it.
who write on stuff. Oh, that just burns me up.
This guy wrote on this in 1976.
Ain't nobody care about no Wayne, whoever you ain't nobody care that you were here. Ugh. I just hate that. Anyway.
It could have been 1876. I don't know how old this cabin is.
I don't know how old it is. It's pretty old.
It's not as old as you might. Well, this is modern. This is modern cut wood. but somebody might have come
Well,
in.
you're right. That is cut.
But I think somebody come in later and shored this up.
Restored it up because it looked like it was gonna.
You can see the hatchet marks and that, so that's old.
Yeah.
But this is modern cut wood, so I think they just shored it up to make it stronger.
So it wouldn't collapse,
So it won't
probably.
collapse on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, they just used the rock and the wood that they had here, and just built it.
Campsite right here. I guess you can camp down here.
Oh, how cool! You can camp right there. I don't know. Oh, there was a road, I think, down the. I don't know exactly how you get down there, but. So we are not trespassing because this is BLM land.
And I wanted to say something about BLM land. You know, we always say, well, it's BLM land. It kind of makes you think it's somebody else's land, but it's our land. It's your land, my land, the people's land. It's just that the government
Takes care of it.
allegedly. But yeah, it's nobody's. It's our land. So,
It stands for Bureau of Land Management.
yeah, it's not the other. But yeah. So it's public land, and you're supposed to enjoy it.
Yes. So we are not trespassing is our whole point here.
Yeah, and just, people should get out and enjoy the land that's here. Look at that tree. Holy cow. These are really.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of this tree. Holy mackerel.
Look at the roots. Oh, I guess there is a turn in for this right over here because I can see tracks right here.
Oh yeah, okay. So this, yeah. The road must, right there behind, on the other side of the cabin, must come around there so you can drive down in here. But this is a great picnic, camping area. I mean.
So you got a barbecue pit, a fire pit.
Yeah. Got you a fire pit there and a grill and a picnic table and a nice shade tree with some roots that I would trip over for sure. And then, oh, there's another picnic table. I guess there's a couple of places you can camp down. There's another picnic table over there. Wow, this is really nice. Very cool.
Yeah, it's peaceful down here.
It is peaceful. I don't know how old this cabin is, but when we're out traveling and we come across old homesteads like this or old cabins, I always just stop and wonder what it was like for the people who actually originally lived here. How much work did they actually have to do to live here? It must have been a lot of work, but the more, I don't know, people call it the simple life, but I don't know, those people worked a lot. It probably wasn't really simple, but they definitely didn't have YouTube they could sit down and watch or any of the modern amenities that we have today, but life was probably more simple in a lot of aspects than it is today. But it sure is cool to go around and just visit these places. And Shannon and I are big history buffs, so it's really fun for us, and that's why it just irritates me when people write their names on things or deface things. It just really burns me up. But so this is the other picnic area, or the camping area, right here from that one over there. And great access to the beach here. Let's see if I can get down here without slipping and sliding on the sand. There's some thick sand here. Now somebody's built them a fire pit down here. Doesn't look like they've used it much, but
Just got a little slice of heaven right here.
I'm telling you, so nice and quiet. Of course, in the summertime it would be.
It'd be more people.
It wouldn't be. It'd be more people. It wouldn't be
But-
quite as quiet.
But it still won't be that many people down here, from what I understand. I don't think it gets super crowded.
Talk about some fishing, man. You can fish right here and go up there and at your campsite and just cook it. Oh,
I'm surprised at how fast that water's moving.
yeah, that is really.
Cool, these big rocks over here. I guess they fell from up there, obviously.
Yeah.
That big giant bunch of rocks, and they surprised it didn't dam up the river here. Look how big those rocks are.
I know, they're huge. I can't even look because the sun's right in my face.
Susan wants to know what this stuff is.
I want to touch it because it looks fuzzy, but I'm afraid to because everything out here wants to bite you, so.
No, I think it'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not...
Soft.
I've touched stuff like that before and it stuck me, so.
Well, these are probably little seeds that fly in the wind.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, like these. They look like huge dandelions. Like the little white dandelion things that...
That's why there's a bunch of them out here. Yeah. I guess they'll blow around and start growing somewhere else.
Okay, this is right beside the road where we're traveling. It's a little scary. Those rocks right there are... they're not flat. They're on their sideways. And it looks like a lot of that falls into the road at some point, so it could be a little scary. The roads are still okay, but like I said, they would not be good if it was wet.
There's some animal tracks on that beach over there.
Oh wow, there's a lot of animal tracks. That's cool. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of rams around here, bighorn sheep or rams.
There is a lot of frost still, pretty thick frost still on the road, on the sides of the road down here. It's a little crazy. I wasn't expecting that to be, I mean, I do believe it's cooler down here than it was where we were. It says it's, what, 36 degrees? So it doesn't get warm enough down here in the canyon, in the shadows, to ever, for the frost to ever thaw, I guess. It's not slick, it's covering the road and the sides of the road.
Yeah, you can wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah, you can wear a t-shirt. If you're in the shade or if it's windy, it's a little cool, but in the sun, it feels nice. We made it to Nefertiti Rock. So I wouldn't necessarily say that you have to have four-wheel drive, but a high clearance vehicle would definitely be better. Of course, our little car, it's not really high clearance. We made it. There was a couple of rough patches, but we did make it, and we're here at Nefertiti Rock finally.
Walk down to the beach this way, but you'll be able to see it once we get down here.
I think there were quite a few times we were only doing 10 miles an hour, so it took
a while.
It took a while to get down here. But at some point we were like, well, we're not turning back. We're going to keep going. So here we are. Oh, that's a little slick. A little slick there on the sand with all the leaves. Well, there she is, Nefertiti Rock. I guess I can see this. I mean, from what angle does it? From what angle?
I don't know.
Wow, there's a lot of driftwood here on the beach. But here, this is another sandy beach area here.
Yeah, it's a lot of sand.
Yeah, it's a lot of sand. Yeah.
It's probably been a long time since the water's been up high enough to deposit these driftwood up here, but
Yeah, I would say.
because it's in a curve here, in the turn.
Sure is nice and pretty out here, though. Nice and peaceful.
Yeah, you could use that for firewood, I guess.
Yeah, look at that's a good piece of driftwood right there. Look at all the different striations on that. That's pretty cool.
This Green River starts up in Wyoming, so it's about midway through Wyoming and comes down through
Green River, Utah.
And it also meets up with the Colorado River south of Green River, Utah, south of Moab, and it joins the Colorado and goes on out from there.
Well, it's aptly named because it definitely looks green. I don't know what color the water looks on camera, but it definitely looks green.
The Green River. Is that a bear scratch?
A bear scratch? Oh, I don't know. Maybe so.
Maybe a dog
a dog scratch or something.
Dog or coyote.
I don't know. Oh, now it looks, from this side, I can see it does. Oh, I guess if you get way over here, it kind of does look like Nefertiti. The profile.
But I'm going to show you a review I saw on Google. It makes me laugh. I'll put that on the screen, but it's a funny review of this place.
Just keep in mind, this poor guy that left the review, we're hoping he was trying to be funny in the review and not serious, but I don't know. We'll let you judge for yourself.
Made me laugh. I thought it was funny. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt.
There's supposed to be some petroglyphs out here somewhere. We have yet to find them, so we're gonna go look around and see if we can find those. I hope it's not too far from here. I don't really want to drive. I don't really want to keep driving down this road any longer than we have to, because it was like it wasn't too bad. It was pretty rough in a couple places, but there's no cell phone signal down here whatsoever. So if you get stuck or have problems, you're kind of on your own. Shane's got the binoculars out. What are you looking at?
Looking for Nefertiti. No, looking for petroglyphs, or just rams, mountain goats, whatever. Bighorn sheep. Susan said, "Hey, look, it's a seesaw," and I'm like, "What?"
It's a seesaw. Look.
It is a seesaw.
It is a seesaw. Look, it actually works. See? Oh.
I guess I better get on the other end. Somebody got bored down here. All right, go ahead. Put your weight on it.
Oh, look at there. We are. Hey, we're seesawing.
We ain't right.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
We ain't right.
I wonder if somebody actually, I bet somebody did do that.
Well, you can turn this side to side too.
Okay, now, you know my motion sickness here. Hey, this is fun. Woohoo! All right, there we go.
That's fun.
That was fun. Hey.
Oh, and there are bathrooms down here, so that's good. If you come down here.
We can't attest to how clean they are, but you know, hey, at least you got
Well,
a bathroom.
I'll take you inside one of them. Brace yourself. These are just pit toilets, so you know how that goes. Well, not too bad. A little bit of toilet paper on the floor, but of course it looks not, like I say, not too bad. I've seen way worse. So if you're coming down here, if you have horses, you can tie your horses up right there. But we spotted this old foundation looking thing right here, like wall. So we're gonna come and look at that and see what that is. You think somebody built this for a horse corral? So they can walk the horses in over there, maybe keep them in here.
So we walked down the road a little bit to the turnaround spot from where we were at that stone foundation of some kind. We're on the hunt for the petroglyphs, but you can only go so far, and now you have to take the rest of the way on foot. But it doesn't say. Oh, there's an old sign right here, turned over. Right there. But none of the signs back there that said trail said how far of a walk it is. So we're not really sure. I guess we'll cut back in if we find the petroglyphs. So we just had to turn around and come back. There was no signs telling us how far to walk, or even if there were any petroglyphs down there. And it's kind of getting late in the day. It's going to, the sun may go down on us before we even get out of here, because like we said, we have to drive really slow. So I guess the petroglyphs were a bust, but that's okay. We still had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we got to get back to the RV because Shane's got a project he wants to get done. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. And until next time, live in the sunshine.